So an exhale calms you down, an inhale hypes you up, right? So you might find that box breathing is relaxing, right? It's because we're making equal the time of our inhale and exhale. Because usually when we're out and about in our world, and anything and everything that happens will cause a shallower breath. It will cause you to inhale. Anything unexpected, any emotion, any memory, it will cause an inhale first. And especially when you're exercising and moving, you're often not having your lungs completely empty at any time. Because the only reason you're exhaling is so that you can get another inhale. Because you're scared that there won't be any air left. So you always want to have a little bit left, and you're emphasizing the inhale. You're only breathing so that you can get more air in. But getting it out is very important as well. Now, the reason why I want to get it out is because it helps keep our autonomic nervous system under control. That's what we're doing in yoga. Like, you are made to put effort in, and you're made to feel pain. And that's to activate your sympathetic nervous system and to teach you how to deactivate it. Because if you can do that because of a physical sensation, you can also do it because something mental, right? A little bit of why. The autonomic nervous system is very much related to the rate of your breath and the rate of your heartbeat. So let's say you breathe in, you feel everything goes up, energy comes in, your diaphragm goes down, and your heart gets a little bit more space and it expands, which means that the blood in there has more space and the pressure will go down. We have the sinoarterial node in our heart, which is, our heart is mostly on the left side, but a little bit on the right as well. So if we go to the center of our chest, a little to the right, that's the sinoarterial node. Those are our pacemaker cells of our heart. Those are actually the first signs of electrical activity in the fetus happens there around 5 weeks. Before you even have a heart, there's some sign of neurological activity there, the first bit. There's baroreceptors in that node. A node is just a collection of neurons, or in this case, the heart cells, let's say, with electrical activity. So they detect the pressure, and they notice the pressure is going down when the breath comes in. So they amp up the heart rate so that the blood pressure increases again. And the opposite on the breath out, contracts in, the heart has less space, pressure goes up, and the heartbeat slows down. So when you breathe out, the heartbeat slows down. So you're activating your parasympathetic nervous system more. Yeah? So you'll be calmer. The way that happens. So you can, especially when you learn box breathing and you have that time where you have no air in your lungs for a little bit and be comfortable with that, it'll teach you to control your breath. So you'll be able to maintain that. Now, once you've learned that, you can think as many bad thoughts or upsetting things as you want. If you always have that break with the breath, a break on the heartbeat, eventually the mind will have to stop with that, all that bothersome stuff. Yeah, so you always have that. Not easy, but it's always a choice to breathe deeper. The way it works is via our vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the main part of our autonomic nervous system, and we have some control over it. It connects to our heart. So vagus means to, it sounds like vague, right? It means to wander. It's our 10th cranial nerve. So cranial, we have our brain. It lays in a bath of cerebral spinal fluid on top of the underside of the skull cavity. In that cavity, there is 16 holes. So 8 of those are on one side, 8 on the other side. Cranial nerves come out of that. So if you go about here, that hole over there, there's the 10th cranial nerve, comes out, that's the vagus nerve, and it goes all over the body. Yeah, connects to the heart. That way we have that connection. Now, with the box breathing, we can calm our body down. We can learn how to control our autonomic nervous system, which is what we need to do when we do yoga. Okay? But when we consciously slow down our body, Just like when we have balances in our body with our myofascial lines, we also have imbalances in our mind. We have to control and heal those as well. So you don't know, maybe is my right side or left side is more powerful. That's gonna unbalance me emotionally as well. So instead of doing both nostrils at the same time, we teach our nervous system to use one nostril, notice the effects of one nostril on my body, then switch to the other nostril and notice those effects. Yeah. So then you have two brain halves, and they start learning more about how they act together, and your corpus callosum will get stronger and more organized connections. Corpus callosum is that collection of wires between the two halves. Yeah. So I'll teach you something called Nadi Shodhana. It's a slightly more advanced pranayama. It's where you have two fingers on your right hand, middle and pointy finger on your third eye. Take your thumb, plug your right nostril. Yeah. Okay. You breathe in for 6 seconds. Let's do 4 seconds. You switch the nostrils and breathe out for 4 seconds. Then breathe in for 4 seconds. Switch the nostrils and breathe out for 4 seconds. That's the pranayama exercise. Okay? We're doing it at the end of class. Pranayama you always do after the asana, because in the asana you wake up the energy, and then once you have it woken up, then you can start using it and balancing it. Make sense? Nadi Shodhana. Nadi means channel or flow, and Shodhana means purification, so cleaning the channels. Now, it's not cleaning your nostrils and whatever's in there. It might also do that. It's more cleaning the channels or the flow of your awareness through your body. Teaching your mind how your body is organized and getting more control over it. That's the purification. And Nadi is part of our subtle anatomy. More on that after spring break.